Hi, this is Zoe, and you're welcome to Auto Says. In Formula One, winning by milliseconds is normal, but losing it all over 1 kilogram? Now that hurts. If you're a fan of high-speed drama and shocking F1 moments, make sure to like this video. It helps us bring you even more of the motorsport madness you love. Formula One isn't just a sport, it's a symphony of speed, precision, and risk. With cars racing at over 260 km/h, every second counts, and every mistake, it can cost you a win, or even your life. In this world, the margins are paper thin. Drivers must walk a tightrope between brilliance and disaster. But sometimes, even after a stunning drive, it's the rule book, not the racetrack, that decides the outcome. Today, we dive into some of the most devastating penalties in F1 history. Moments that left drivers, teams, and fans speechless. And, trust me, some of these will leave you questioning the very spirit of the sport. Let's start with a recent heartbreak, the 2024 Belgian Grand Prix. George Russell, the Mercedes talent, pulled off what looked like the drive of his life. Starting 6th, he passed cars like clockwork and crossed the line ahead of Lewis Hamilton. But the celebration turned to disbelief. After the race, FIA inspectors found his car was 1.5 kilograms under the minimum weight limit. Just 1.5 kilon. That's lighter than your average laptop. Russell was disqualified, from first place to nothing. His words? It's heartbreaking. And how could it not be? But if you think that's tough, wait until you hear about Michael Schumacher's infamous Monaco moment. Back in 2006, Schumacher hit a barrier during qualifying and stalled at Rascasse, one of the trickiest corners in the sport. His sudden stop disrupted the laps of other drivers, especially his rival, Fernando Alonso. Suspicious, right? Well, the stewards agreed. They ruled that Schumacher had intentionally blocked the track to secure his position. His time was deleted, and he had to start from the very beginning. Now, let's rewind even further, to the golden era of James Hunt and Niki Lauda in 1976. Hunt desperately needed a win at the Spanish Grand Prix to stay in the title fight. And he got it. Or so he thought. After the race, officials disqualified him because his McLaren's rear was too wide. But wait, McLaren argued that the tires had expanded due to the intense Spanish heat. Eventually, the win was reinstated. Talk about an emotional roller coaster. Then there's Jenson Button in 2005. After landing a podium at Imola, his celebration was cut short when stewards discovered a second fuel tank in his bar Honda. Yes, a second tank, used to manipulate the car's weight. The result? Disqualification and a loss of all points. That's one way to go from champagne to shame. And who could forget the Ferrari team orders scandal in 2010? During the German GP, fans around the world heard it loud and clear. Felipe, Fernando is faster than you, do you understand? This coded message was Ferrari's way of asking Massa to let Alonso pass. But back then, team orders were banned. Ferrari was fined $100,000, not just for breaking rules, but for doing it on live TV. Last, but certainly not least, we have 2013's Testgate. After the Spanish GP, Mercedes and tire supplier Pirelli were caught conducting secret tests. Other teams were furious. Pirelli was accused of giving Mercedes private tire data, an unfair advantage in a sport where knowledge is power. The penalty? A ban from the Silverstone Young Driver test and a slap on the wrist. Many said Mercedes got off too easily. What do you think? Formula One has always balanced between innovation and regulation. But sometimes, that balance tilts, and the price is paid in lost victories, crushed dreams, and headlines that never fade. From Schumacher's mistake to Russell's heartbreaking disqualification, these moments remind us. In F1, the line between glory and penalty is razor thin. So here's a question for you. Should all these penalties have happened? Or did the stewards go too far? Tell us what you think in the comments below. And don't forget, the next F1 controversy might just be around the corner. Subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss it when it drops. Because in Formula 1, every second counts. And every decision echoes forever.
This is going to be very close into Stoke Corner.
Liked this dive into F1 drama? Smash that like button and share this video with your fellow racing fans. See you in the next video. Goodbye.